Hi everyone! This is my first favorites of the year. Hopefully I can be consistent this year. It's always been my plan to do monthly favorites because they're my favorites to watch on YouTube from other people's channels, so we'll see if I can keep it up. But anyways, let's start off with something illustration related because that's always fun. I have been drawing like crazy the past few months for a project that I am so excited to tell you about, and I can actually tell you about it. Then in like 2 months or 1 month I'm coming out with 3 books with Printworks and Pagina Förlags, which is a book publisher here in Sweden, and it's very exciting. So you can maybe guess what it is. I'm not going to tell you exactly what the 3 books are, but you'll find out soon. I'll have more information everywhere on social media as soon as I start getting copies of them and more information of when they're actually being released. So you have so much to look forward to, and I'm so excited that I can finally share what I've been doing behind the scenes. Like, I've shown some things on Instagram if you want to go back and look. Maybe you can guess what it is, but there's tons of stuff that I haven't shown at all, and it's very exciting. More illustration stuff. Besides these books that I've been working on, I've been obsessed with my own sort of doodling, which is I love creating these kind of pearl, chains and pearls kind of motifs. I adore it. It's just so much fun. It's kind of mathematical in some way because I have to decide which pearls go under and around and through and which patterns and stuff. So it's kind of my own like meditation, we'll say. And they're really exciting. So I have to kind of figure out what I'm going to do with those, unless I just want to have them for myself, it's a little exercise, you can say. And I've been using the Zig pointed brush pens to do these on this specific marker paper because they seem to work better than my beloved fountain pen that I use on more traditional drawing paper. And I have it in blue and I have one in pink too. They're the same. They're just blue and pink. I'm also pretty excited that the Pantone's colors of the year are a pink and blue color, which is exactly like the only colors that I ever use in my illustrations pretty much, so that's exciting. More pink and blue stuff, but with absolutely nothing to do with illustration, is a little skincare favorites. For as long as I can remember, maybe 16 years, since I was like 16 and now I'm nearly 32, I've been kind of struggling with my skin. I've never had like problems with acne or anything, but I've always had problems with texture and just not looking the way I want it to be. I want to have perfect skin, like everybody else, but it's just doesn't work out for me. And I try everything. I've tried like regimes, and I've tried more chemically based products, and then I've tried, in recent years I've tried more organic or natural products and lots of oils, and that worked out pretty well. I've also tried not doing anything really to my skin, but that didn't really do anything either. So now I've decided to do like half and half, because when I was only using oils I thought my skin was very moisturized and gorgeous and glowy, but it kind of got congested all the time. So I'm Australian now. And then I've been doing a little research about ingredients and things like that because I don't want to put anything crazy on my skin. So I went with, finally, the Swedish pharmacy brand Aco, and they've redone their packaging so it's really pleasing to the eye, and they seem to have come out with new products as well, and I really like them. And I read all the ingredients. I thought they were pretty good and interesting. As far as I can tell, I'm no expert. So I bought the entire range pretty much, and then I supplement in oils and all that crap. But I think these two are the ones that have really made a difference in my skin texture. It's so smooth and it's nice. I like it. So it's a rebalancing skin toner, which has the AHA's glycolic and lactic acid in that. So that really takes away the dead skin cells, makes my skin so smooth. And then this is a hyaluronic acid toner, so it makes my skin really soft and plump. So excellent products, and since they're from the Swedish drugstore, they are really reasonably priced too, so I'm very excited about that. Let's talk about a little makeup too, because I love that. In December, I treated myself to some more makeup, and I decided to go with more Morphe because like last year sometime I bought my first Morphe palette where with eyeshadows that you can choose your own colors. What are they doing outside? Someone like moving in. One of my neighbors is receiving furniture. So I bought my first palette with 12 eyeshadows, and then I decided to supplement them with more. So this time I counted out how many shimmer and how many mattes I had. So now I have 12 shimmer shades and 12 matte shades, and they're like the most perfect thing ever. So they're like all the shades that I could ever want and need, that I like. Lots of warm neutrals and a few pops of weird colors here and there. I don't have any purples, which is weird, but I have them in other single eyeshadows. Well, this is excellent, and the quality is really nice, and they're so cheap. I also want to mention these earrings from, I'm not even sure if you can totally see them, but they're so simple, little gold strings that just you thread through your earlobe, and they are so elegant and beautiful, and I love them. They're from H&M. And my last favorite of the month that I want to talk about, which is incredibly weird and random, has nothing to do with beauty or illustration whatsoever, but it's my other hobby, which is baking and kitchen stuff and cooking. Sourdough. I am a big nerd, and I like to make my own sourdough, which isn't very hard. And then I've been doing this for the past like 3 years, but it's been on and off. I'm very bad at, because you have to feed it every week or so, and I always forget. So then when I actually do want to go and bake some sourdough, then my sourdough is like really sour and mad at me. So then you have to like pour it out and start almost all the way from the beginning and let it feed it a couple times before it's like back to new. It's very difficult to kill your sourdough, but you want to make it fresh and nice, and now it's perfect, and I've been baking a lot more sourdough, and it's really fun. Here you can see it looks like chocolate mousse almost when it's really good. The only thing that's a little bit annoying with baking sourdough is that you have to think about it like the day before you want to bake something, so that you can like activate the sourdough base, and then overnight, so then it like starts feeding on new flours. Yeah, new flour, and then on the next day, then you can start baking with it and let it rise and all that crap. But the other day I created one that was a apricot, anise, and fennel flavored rye bread, and the sourdough. Oh, it was the best thing I've ever created, I think, in a long time. If I do say so myself. I use the Swedish baker Martin Johansson's books and tips and recipes, so if you're in Sweden, you might have heard of him and can check him out. I think that's all I wanted to say. I think I got a little bit more chipper at the end. I got a little bit, I'm not used to this whole filming thing again. This year I really hope that I can be a little bit more consistent, because I think it's quite fun, and I want to share more behind the scenes of what it is like to be an illustrator, because it's kind of a different type of job. And I'm so excited for my 3 books to come out, and I can't wait for you to see them and to hear what you think and enjoy them, hopefully. And that's it. I'll see you in internet land. Bye! Whew. Okay, so it's Monday, and on Mondays I usually get the most stuff done just because I'm super motivated from taking it easy in the weekend, so I'm really excited.